Just for our time.
What now?
You have coin, stranger? With Orzammar closed off, old Tegun. Fine weapon and arms, dwarven made.
Dangerous wildlife.
Bears have your ankles going on. Can't we just say do or something?
Dangerous wildlife. You have forced my hand! You will pay for that! You will not win!
Now we get our hands.
No hope for you now! You shall not touch me!
The Blight. How will you end it? Is that all? It is surrounded by an ocean of darkspawn. How will you reach it? If you reach it, how will you slay it? You say you are a Grey Warden. I have heard stories of this order. Great strategists and peerless warriors. That is what we hear of the Wardens. So far, I am not impressed. Evidently not. It remains only to see what you are here for. Yes. Speak, then. Then I suggest we move on. As you wish.
What do you need? Ask away. Essentially, they're trained to fight. The other main purpose for a Templar is, of course, to hunt mages. To that end, we train in talents that drain mana and disrupt spells. Perhaps, but there usually isn't much of an opportunity. The Chantry keeps a close rein on its Templars. We are given lyrium to help develop our magical talents, you see. Which means we become addicted. And since the Chantry controls the lyrium trade with the dwarves, well, I'm sure you can put two and two together. Well, they do it, and they feel perfectly just. You don't need lyrium in order to learn the Templar talents. Lyrium just makes Templars' talents more effective, or so I was told. Maybe it doesn't even do that. The Chantry usually doesn't let their Templars get away, either, so they can spread their secrets.
Yes? We're in camp, so 'tis as good as... Ah. Yes? If you must.
Oh, how dear of you. Thank you so much.
Yes.
Indeed.
We must strike quickly!
Straight ahead. Right ahead. Right ahead. Right ahead. On my way.
Okay. Right. What do you need?
Yes?
The waiting around part is...
You are very beautiful, Morrigan.
Tell me something I do not know.
But you are always dressed in such rags. It suits you, I suppose. A little tear here, a little rip there to show some skin. I understand.
You understand I lived in a forest, I hope?
Maybe we could get you in a nice dress one day. Silk. No, maybe velvet. Velvet is heavier. Better to guard against the cold and corroding. Dark red velvet.
They are sinners who have given
With gold embroidery. It should be cut low in the front, of course. We don't want to hide features.
Stop looking at my breasts like that. 'Tis most disturbing.
You don't think so? And if it's cut low in the front, we must put your hair up. Show off that lovely neck.
You are insane. I would sooner let Alistair dress me.
It'll be fun, I promise. We'll get some shoes too. Shoes! We could go shopping together.
And after much... The deep dark before dawn's first light seems eternal. But no...
Strange. Oh, my pardon. Just thinking... I am Sister Justine, curator of the reliquary of this chant. And pride again. It is hard. The archivist tends the books, and I tend the sacred relics. I also search for more to add to our collection, which is more difficult than it sounds. A hawker on the street will claim to have an actual finger bone of Andraste. In this city alone, you could make the skeleton of 10 prophets from fingers alone. Curators often accept them as genuine. I worry about the authenticity of even our most holy artifacts. I've often thought of that. When I was a curator of a much smaller chantry in Orlais, I thought that false relics slipped through because of laziness. But the life of the cloth is never an easy one, and that explanation always seemed hollow to me. Now I believe it's the seduction of the divine. We all want a personal connection to the Maker. We want to believe that what we hold in our hands is the actual sandal that slipped from Andraste's foot before the fires consumed her. Faith is of the heart, not of the head. When the heart is ungoverned by reason, charlatans have powerful tools to deceive. And often close to her, even false symbols have the power to inspire. But it seems every year we fall more out of touch with the real Andraste. Well, there's one that might... Perhaps you can understand my skepticism. So many claims, so few... You've shown admirable patience listening to my... Suffice it to say, I look for and authenticate holy... Certainly, but it's been lost for centuries. The real ashes may still be hidden somewhere. Though it's...
As there is but one world, one life, one...
Hello there, Warden. I've heard you're putting up the good fight against Loghain and Howe, right? Good for you. Make... I've also heard you have certain skill. I want to help you. The name is Slim Cauldry, and if you've heard of me, I've been doing a sad job of it, haven't I? I hear a great many things, and for those who've used certain pesky laws as me, I can point the way. All I ask is for a little slice for myself. Well, one of my mates noticed your skills. Nice piece of work, that uncommon caliber, if you don't mind me saying. But I need to know what else. Ever done bump and grabs? Do much blending in shadows? Different opportunities for different folk, you know. Oh, you're multi-talented, are you? Since the guard will hang or skewer you if you get caught, it makes advancement dicey. Now that we have that settled, just ask away. One point, I don't like blood much. Call me old-fashioned, but the Maker says thou shalt not strangle, decapitate or whatnot unless the other fella really had it coming. I realise sometimes you do what you have to. So, what are you interested in? I've got one. Should be easy pickings. 50 silver. A lady's maid is in the marketplace. She's wearing bright green. Should be easy to spot. She's got a purse with some of her mistress's ill-gotten... Just relieve her of it. Good luck.
Your wish?
I recognize you. Andraste's blood. You're a grey... You killed my friend. And good King Cailan. I demand satisfaction, sir. An uncommon traitor deserves no common death. Meet me in the back alley behind the Nod Noble Tavern. There, make peace with...
Dwarven crafts. Fine dwarven crafts. Direct from Orspar. Won't find better.
Oh, the mistress will be cross with me if I'm late.
You're back. One lady's maid, At least that's... You want something else? I've got a place for you. It should be easy money for you. I'll be...
Yes, of course.
What do you need?
Good day. Come, rest here. For a lady friend, perhaps? Roses can open any woman's heart, you know. And smelling good is not. Ferelden is no longer full of barbarians. People judge with their noses as well as their ears and eyes. But you look more... perhaps you seek the armor-smith, Wade. Then to the south? He is quite the artiste, yes?
The client is...
Kia.
Turn your attention elsewhere. My business does not Yes. I'll take this note from you, and I'll confiscate this lyrium as evidence. You have done a great thing here.
Dwarven crafts. Fine dwarven crafts. Direct from Orzammar. You won't find better.
I am ready. Can't do that. No, I don't think so.
Dwarven crafts. Fine dwarven crafts. Direct from Orzammar.
You here to report another crime? I swear we should just cordon off the... Oh, can I help you, Warden? What? You're serious? I mean, yes. I've got a pretty popular, If I send my boys in, someone might get, maker forbid, hurt. And I'll have to explain to their noble fathers that being a guard is actually dangerous. The name of the whorehouse is the Pearl. Beat down any mercenaries that are out of line and send them a message. I said beat down, not kill. Let me make that really clear. Not on fire, or exploded, or make a nose, whatever type of grisly death you can dream. Sorry. Used to giving orders to my boys. Just leave them breathing and I'll be happy. Thank you.
Dwarven crafts. Fine dwarven crafts. Direct from Orzammar.
Are you ready? I am no savage. I would not take advantage of you. May the Divine look after you, sir. You've held yourself with honor. Begin.
We have done well!
Now you fall! We fight for honor!
Sir Landry couldn't have asked for a nobler death.
Welcome to the wonders of Thedas. We carry items...
Glass slippers.
Welcome to the one...
Maker's... Blessings upon you, Warden. Maker's blessings upon you. Warden. The captain sends his regards.
Pigs, all of them.
I shall.
Now we drink more! I'm a Crimson Ore! Which way you looking, or we'll rip your damned eyes out and piss in your skull! Another round for revenge!
Sorry. No, I don't think so.
What can I get you, stranger? What can I get you, stranger?
Right.
Do you have any tales of the wilds?
With princesses in tall towers or knights throwing themselves at whole armies.
That's not all I like.
Do you want tales of the
Hello?
chastened wilders who dwell in the marsh? Do you want to hear of the slow death they inflict on their enemies? Perhaps a tale of the poisonous creatures of the
What's next?
that lay their eggs on your skin so their young may eat you alive. Or a tale of my mother's marsh cuisine. That, in my opinion, is the most
It's
terrifying
done.
of all my tales.
No, I don't want to hear about those things.
Then I have no tales for you.
Pigs, all of them.
Now we drink more!
Huh?
Dwarven craft. Fine dwarven craft. Wrecked from Orzammar.
Magic exists to serve man and never.
Yeah, they got to learn not to mess with me.
All men are the work of our nature.
The maker does not bread things.
It's so nice to be in civilization. You can't buy Orlesian silks anywhere in Southreach.
My client appreciates...
What is it? I've worked... All right. What is it? I have work to do. What?
I've finished. Can't do that.
Something about the dead rise and killing everyone.
The end times. Maker's breath. As if we don't have enough to worry about.
Oh, they would have got there, no doubt.
Just like you wanted.
Sorry. Wade is a genius, but he doesn't deal with...
And tell him I don't want anyone looking...
Welcome, friend. We have the finest armors in Denerim, maybe in all of... certain...
What now?
Another visitor, the Maestro. Enjoy, Master Trader Ignacio, at your service, good sir. My cousin and I have trade connections all... Cesar handles the trade stock, I handle other affairs. Business deals, meetings. Caesar makes it so I am free of the data. No. No. It has been many. On the docks of Rialto, life is cheap. As cheap as the dockside ale and the soiled whores. You can live a longer life out here. And a wise man, straightforward. I'd take Darkspawn any day.
Dwarven craft. Fine dwarven craft. Direct from Orzammar. Won't find better.
So I take it you did not
Yes? All right.
No, I can't.
Message for you, my lord. More things to deliver.
Yes.
As there is but one world, one
If you have coin, if not, move along. Too many refugees blocking Oh, yeah. You're back. You need something? Oh, yes. You're back. I don't know what you... People might get the wrong idea.
You hear about a note? Maybe we have something.
Just see the conversation stays civil. If this is a trap,
Zevran, is it? You are Talisan's responsibility. Other crows may try to kill you, but in my eyes, you're already dead. So, you are of no note. But the warden here, he is of great interest to me. Ferelden is a busy place. Like, sometimes they really don't get along. Maybe want to do something about? The people that handle that sort of thing can get real busy. You could say that. Not many... So, someone that's crossed our path and lived? Well, maybe they could help out. I hand you a scroll. You read. If you find out something happens to him, something you don't like what's on the scroll, don't do anything. Maybe he has an accident and someone else tells taught me all about it. There you go.
You're a cautious little weasel, Ignacio. What?
My dance is not for you. I need to be real honest sometimes. And I can say I haven't asked anyone to do anything. I've just given someone something interesting to read.
And you think that will save your hide when they nail it to a wall?
You are already dead in my eye, if that's all. We've talked enough.
Huh?
By order of the new Earl of Denerim, no one is to enter the alienage. Maker, don't be so melodramatic. The Earls ordered the gates sealed until order is restored. They were writing, killed, with the whole Urian family dead. The regent appointed Rendon Howe of Amaranthine, the new Earl of Denerim. It's a mess in there. When things are put back in order, now on...
Someone ought to put a stop to this fighting. There's going to be a civil war if this keeps up.
All men are the work of our nature's hand, from the lowest slave.
What do you need? Ask away. You never asked? All right. The thing is, I'm used to not telling anyone who didn't already know. It was always a secret. Even Duncan was the only Grey Warden who knew. And then after the battle, when I should have told you, I don't know, it seemed like it was too late by then. How do you just tell someone that? Yes, well, I suppose part of me kind of liked you not knowing. They treat me differently. I become the bastard prince to them, instead of just Alistair. I know that must sound stupid to you, but I hate that it shaped my entire life. I never wanted it, and I certainly don't want to be king. The very idea of it terrifies me. For all the good does me, my blood seems certain to haunt me no matter what I do. I guess I should be thankful that Arl Eamon is far more likely to inherit the throne. If he's all right. Why, for what it's worth, I'm sorry for not telling you sooner. It was a dumb thing to do. I guess it's kind of a relief that you know. What do you need? Ask away. Have you seen the uniform? It's not only stylish, but well made. I'm a sucker for good tailoring. Oh, you aren't kidding. I think the Templar uniforms are as colourful as they are just so the Templars didn't feel dull in comparison. Last thing you want when you're about to take down some Maleficar out in the woods is to have him point and laugh at your taste in clothing, am I right? You don't really want to know about my being a Templar, do you? It's really quite boring. Poke, poke, poke. Tell me everything about your life, Alistair. All right, if you insist. It's not like we have anything better to do, right? The truth of the matter is that I did hate going to the monastery. The initiates from poor families thought I put on airs, while the noble ones called me a bastard and ignored me. I felt like Al Eamon had cast me off, unwanted, and I was determined to be bitter. But I took some solace in the training itself, I guess. I was actually quite good at it. The education, mostly, but also the discipline. You need to have a disciplined mind in order to use the abilities we have. It was difficult, but I never really felt at home anywhere, though, until I joined the Grey Wardens. And Duncan felt my Templar abilities might be useful for when we encountered Darkspawn magic. So what about you? Do you have anywhere you consider home? We won't always be traveling, although that seems like a far ways off. And I suppose the Grey Wardens are gone for good, either way. I suppose you're right. We can create new Grey Wardens, but we'll never get back those we lost. Anyhow, now I've sidetracked us. What do you need? Ask away. Same way you did. You drink some blood, you choke on it, and pass out. You haven't forgotten already, have you? I do my best. Let's see, I was in the Chantry before. I trained for many years to become a Templar, in fact. That's where I learned most of my skills. You're telling me I was banished to the kitchens to scour the pots more times than I can count. The Grand Cleric didn't want to let me go. Duncan was forced to conscript me, actually, and was she ever furious when he did. I thought she was going to have us both arrested. I was lucky. I wondered that myself. It's not as if she valued me highly. I think she just didn't want to give anything to the Grey Wardens, is all. The Chantry didn't lose much. And I think I can do more fighting the Blight anyhow, rather than sitting in a temple somewhere. I'll always be thankful to Duncan for recruiting me. If it hadn't been for him, you know, I wouldn't have. No, it's... I'm sorry. I shouldn't be. Come on, let's go.
You and your friends are formidable folk, indeed. I'm...
Yes. I am hardly surprised. Very well. Speak, then. Then I suggest we move on. As...
Something I can help with? Yes? What's on your mind? I knew this would come up sooner or later. I don't know how to explain. In it, there was an impenetrable darkness. It was so dense, so real. And there was a noise, a terrible, ungodly noise. I stood on a peak and watched as the darkness consumed everything. I fell, and the darkness drew me in. When I woke, I went to the Chantry's gardens, as I always do. But that day, the rosebush in the corner had flowered. Everyone knew that bush was dead. It was grey and twisted and gnarled, the ugliest thing you ever saw. But there it was. A single beautiful rose. It was as though the Maker stretched out his hand to say, even in the midst of this darkness, there is hope and beauty. Have faith. In my dream, I fell, or maybe I jumped. I'd do anything to stop the blight. I know that there are so many good things in the Maker's world. How can I sit by while the blight devours everything? That is why you're a Grey Warden. Come, there... Something I can help with? Yes? What's on your mind? My mother was from Denerim, and when Orlais was defeated and the common folk began to resent the present, I was born in Orlais and did not set foot in Ferelden till much later. Mother was always telling me stories of her homeland. I think she missed it. Mother died when I was very young. She was quite old then, and she had me study music and dance to entertain her. It is unfair that I have more memories of Cecily than my mother. Strangely, the only thing I really remember of Mother was her scent. She kept small white Ferelden wildflowers. But enough about that. Something I can help with? Yes? What? I miss Val Royeaux. Unlike other cities where the people are the lifeblood and the character, Val Royeaux was her own person, and her people little more than decoration. There was always music in Val Royeaux, streaming from the many windows, and always, floating above that all, the chant, coming from the Grand Cathedral. It was magnificent. Oh, it would take me a day or two to talk about the many splendors of Orlais. Of course there are good things and bad things about Orlais, and you will laugh at this, but I miss the fine things I had in Orlais. Dresses. Orlais is very fashionable, almost ridiculously so. But the shoes. When I left Orlais, the fashion was shoes with delicate tapered heels and embellishments in the front. A ribbon, perhaps. Or I had my eye on a pair my shoemaker was working on. It was covered in... The shoes made in Orlais were exquisite. Not at all like these clunky fur-lined leather boots you have in Ferelden. Ugh. They're sturdy shoes. Oh, I could talk about shoes all day.